Retirement and pensions are an issue worldwide, and in Brazil this is no exception, with recent HSBC Fundusta pension research showing that a great proportion of the country's population are gravely underprepared. With me now is Alfredo Lalia from the fund to speak about the challenges the industry is facing. Well, Alfredo, Brazil's pension system is well known to be overburdened, but it also has some of the most generous pension rules in the world. So how does it stand today?
Yes, in fact, Brazil is a developed country with a very generous pension public offer. So you are in a risk to have a big growth in the aging population without to become rich as happened in developed countries. So it's a challenge to solve from the next year, and the pension funds can solve part of this gap.
Now, at the start of this year, pension benefits were cut due to austerity measures. How has this impacted the industry and the already overburdened population?
Reform has just started and impact much more in the protection part of the social security, not impact so much in the annuity or the pension part, but you are analyzing and see what can be the opportunity and how you can help to build a sustainable pension system in Brazil.
So how well covered are people in Brazil, and how is the industry structured?
In fact, Brazil works with these traditional three pillars of a pension: the public sector, companies try to help the individuals, and the individuals save. So public sector is, as I told, is a very generous, so people has the feeling that they are well covered. But you know that with this aging population, the change in demographic, the reduction of active work to finance the retirement one, you need to trust more in the second and in the third pillar, and each individual should have his pension plan to have a good retirement future.
Well, according to recent research conducted by yourselves, 41% of the population think they're inadequately prepared for a comfortable retirement. Why is this?
I think it's the challenge to work with the consumption and to save for the future. So it's easy to say that you need to save for the future, but the day-by-day consumption fights against these needs. And financial planner is not so common in Brazil. Brazil has only 20 years of low inflation environment. So this generation is not used to think in a long term because they lived in a hyperinflation period. So it's very difficult to preview what will be the value of the money in 1 month. So to planning for 20, 30 years is not so common. So you are changing, you have a new generation born in a low inflation environment, but the financial planning is a key thing that you need to develop in Brazil.
So what services does HSBC Fundusta Pension offer to combat these challenges?
Provided this financial planning, you try to go individual by individual and help him to analyze that they are prepared or not, how they are investing, how they are funding the future life. So you have a specialist team to provide the service to help people to think in the future and decide what they need to do today to have a good retirement period.
Well, finally, looking towards the future now, and how do you envisage the Brazilian pension landscape evolving?
I think you are a young population yet, so with this financial plan, the population understand much more the pension system and all the tax benefit that a pension plan has in Brazil. I see a big growth, so the industry has been growth in a 2-digit in the last 15 years and probably will keep this path of growth. A good future.